Good day, class. Welcome to our virtual classroom. Today I'll be discussing Lesson 1, Food and Beverage Operation. Food and Beverage Operation covers the following topics. We have types of food and beverage establishment. Second, duties and responsibilities of food and beverage staff. Third, professional work habits and skills of a food and beverage service staff. And fourth, food safety and hygiene practices. For the first topic, types of food and beverage establishment. It is classified into two, commercial and non-commercial establishment. I'll be discussing first non-commercial establishment. So, non-commercial establishment are mainly subsidized and aim to provide welfare more than to earn revenue. So, an example of a non-commercial establishment is cafeteria. And non-commercial food service operations can be found in corporations, healthcare facilities, schools, military base, and other government offices. For commercial establishment, they have three aims or goals. First is to provide food and beverage served attractively fulfilling customer expectation. Second, to provide a nice environment where guests can enjoy the food and drinks. Third, to make profit. So there are six types of food and beverage commercial establishment all over the world. First on the list I have here fast food restaurant. It is categorized into two, international fast food restaurant and local fast food restaurant. So for an example of an international fast food restaurant is McDonald's and KFC. For a local fast food restaurant, I have here Jollibee and Mang Inasal. All of these restaurants offers uh, popular food with reasonable prices. And for the second one, we have specialty restaurant, which means specialty it only focuses in one ethnic dish or one cuisine. Like for example, is Korean cuisine UKB 199 and Tokyo Tokyo Japanese cuisine. And yeah, there are many other restaurants that offers only one cuisine. Another for the third establishment is bar. We have Cerebro and GLK Entertainment here in Tacloban. So this establishment or these bars allows guests to meet, socialize. It's either for business or for pleasure. And for the fourth establishment, it's the cafe. You have here Jose Carlos and Boss Coffee. So cafe, it is just a small gathering place or shop where you can have your group study and but of course it is not for free. You need to order food and drinks they sell. But they did not just only sell coffee in these shops. They also offer other beverages like for example juice or soda except for liquor. And another cafe here in Tacloban is Lebro Cafe. Next is fine dining restaurant. So when we say fine dining restaurant, this establishment offer a very high standard in all aspects of their operations. We have it here in Tacloban, that's the Giuseppe's restaurant, an Italian Filipino restaurant. And they have an extensive menu, good quality service, facilities, decor. As you can see, their facilities, decor, and they also have a highly well-trained wait staff. So, which means since this is an expensive restaurant, elite people only can dine in this kind of restaurant, like for example, the politicians or celebrities. Next is casual dining restaurant. It is a casual dining restaurant that serves moderately priced food in a casual atmosphere. An example of this is Kitchen 2K. So next topic is duties and responsibilities of F&B staff. Here, this is an example of an organizational structure of food and beverage establishment. So on the top, we have here Food and Beverage Division Manager. So the duties and responsibilities of division manager is they are the one who plan, who organizes, directs and controls the delivery of services in all outlets, guest rooms and banquets, and see to it that the policies and standards are complied. And here, the outlet manager, they are the one who oversee food and beverage operation in his assigned outlet and ensures that the services are carried out in accordance with prescribed standards and policies. And for the room service staff, he or she is the one who perform that includes maintaining supplies, taking orders, completing tasks assigned by the manager, being polite to guests, collecting dirty dishes, and restocking mini bars. For the head wait staff or team leader, they coordinate all actions involving customers such as welcoming guests, delivering food and beverages, and supervise financial transactions. For the executive chief, they create and maintains restaurant's menu and identity. And from recipe develop and execution, they take lead and ensure that the food is prepared properly, safely, and tastily. For the bar staff, they are the one who prepare or mixes alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages according to prescribed standard. The main role of bar staff is to serve drinks in locations as well as in hotels and gigs. So here the receptionists, they are the one who welcome and greet guests at the entrance and escort them to their table. For the wait staff is usually responsible for tasks such as taking orders, recommending dishes based on guests, taste and preferences, delivering food to the tables, accepting payment as well as ensuring an outstanding guest experience at all times. For the bus runner, for the bus runner, they act as a runner and helper in the bar. For the sous chef, they lead the kitchen in absence of the executive chief. For the line cook, it is the junior line cook setups and stocks food items and other necessary supplies, prepares food items by cutting, chopping, mixing, and preparing sauces, cooks items by grilling, frying, sauteing, and other methods. For the commis, they are the junior chefs who learn, practice their craft under the eye of a chef, and learn in and outs of specific situation. And lastly, the steward or dishwasher, they are the one who provide the mechanical action necessary to distribute and direct detergent solution and rinse water over, under, around the dishes, loosen and remove soil. For the next topic, professional work habits and skills of a food and beverage staff. Now, to aim this one, you need to first present yourself professionally and maintain proper hygiene. So, what you're going to do is be at work when scheduled, arrive 30 minutes before your shift, do not miss a shift, and if you do, advise your supervisor ahead of time when you're unable to go work, especially when you're ill. Wear the required uniform properly, observe appropriate grooming, and next is demonstrate positive attitude in the workplace. So, of course, you need to cooperate with your colleagues. You also offer help and do not wait to be asked. Always smile. That's the key. Appreciate the effort of your colleagues. Thank co-workers for their help. Anticipate the wishes. Anticipate the wishes and needs of guests. Treat all guests as VIPs. Never argue with guests and develop a sense of urgency, especially when the establishment is very busy. And for the third one, communicate effectively. So, how are you going to communicate effectively? So, you're going to do is use correct and appropriate verbal and non-verbal communication techniques. Of course, if you don't know what to do, you need to ask questions. Listen attentively. Clarify ambiguities. Confirm messages. Seek and provide feedback. Always use polite and courteous verbal and non-verbal language. Like, for example, I'm sorry, thank you, you're welcome. The five magic word. Okay, good morning, thank you, good evening, you're welcome, excuse me. Those are the five magic word, or the polite and courteous verbal and non-verbal language. Also, be mindful of your social, religious, cultural, gender, and age specific differences. Avoid workplace gossips. Yeah, you really need to avoid this. You really need to avoid workplace gossips. Do not take credit for the work that you did not do. Okay? Never do that. It's not healthy. Perform assigned tasks. Okay? So, in perform assigned tasks, all you need to do for you to perform your assigned task properly is attend in a daily orientation to know the specialty for the day, promotions, available out of stock items, and time of preparation for each item. Be familiar with the structure of food establishment, the location of each room, fire exit, cashier, kitchen, stack room, storage area, pantry area, and many more. Participate in workplace activities. For you to participate in workplace activity, first maintain work area in proper condition. Also, and keep the workplace clean and tidy all the times. Be mindful of factors that may affect workplace safety and security. Set the proper environment to guest comfort. Attend activities needed to improve service delivery and guest experience. Be willing to assume responsibility. Do your job regardless of presence of a supervisor. Develop sensibility to identify assume responsibility. And last one, respond accordingly and quickly. For this, first is request for assistance from co-workers and guests. You need to respond accordingly and quickly for this. Customer complaints and workplace conflicts. So you need to think of how you're going to respond with the customer complaints, arising situation and or emergencies, any other anticipated or unanticipated situations requiring action or attention. So all that I have mentioned, you need to respond accordingly and quickly. So the customers will not be irate. Okay? For the food safety and hygiene practices, these are the do's in food safety and hygiene practices. Yeah. First that you need to do is bath before reporting to duty. Kitchen staff should wear hairnets, PPE. Use face towels to dry sweats. Wash your hands before having contact with any food item. Use clean cloths for each shift. Change when necessary. Cover cuts and sores with waterproof dressing. Okay? Keep facial hairs neat and controlled. Inform your supervisor immediately when you are sick. Use disposable gloves if appropriate. Fingernails should be cut short and kept clean. So you need to follow all of this so that there the foods will be safety, okay? And as well as the customer will receive great satisfaction from your company. Don'ts. Do not use the same container when refilling food. Do not smoke or spit in any food area. Do not touch your hair, face after washing your hands. Do not report duty if you have any communicable disease until clearance from physician is secured. Do not touch, cook, or ready to eat food with your bare hands. Do not wear your uniform in other public places before coming to work after school.